welcome to video 6, the final video in our set of 6 videos introducing the series of videos I'm going to be doing about the Great Awakening. And in this video I'm going to be looking specifically at the Great Awakening and Lightworkers, because it's slightly different for us Lightworkers, isn't it? But I'm not just going to be looking at what I'm going to be covering in future videos for Lightworkers. I'm going to be discussing a few different topics for Lightworkers and the Great Awakening here. So let's not hang about, let's get straight on with it. Now let's start off by looking at what actually a Lightworker is. And a lot of people don't really know what a Lightworker is, and it can be quite confusing because Lightworkers are also different. As far as I'm concerned, Lightworkers include starseeds, crystals, indigos and rainbow children, as well as just general light workers and people who are bringing light to the earth. And that really is, as far as I'm concerned, what light workers are all about. So how do you know that you're a light worker? Well, most light workers feel they have a mission. They have something to achieve or something to bring to the earth right now. And of course, all light workers came specifically to this time period with a purpose, or dharma, if you like, to bring light to the earth. Very often this mission will be centered around truth and justice, for example, light or spirituality. And it could be, another sign that you're a light worker is that you could be drawn to specific spiritual aspects. For example, meditation or yoga or psychic ability and intuition. Perhaps you're a natural psychic or a natural medium. It could be that you're drawn to healing, for example, or that you're a natural healer. Or it could be that perhaps you are just one of those people who are always helping other people and supporting them move forward. This verges, of course, on empath, which is, of course, part of light work. And light work is obviously what the Starlight Work Circle and what I'm all about. It's about teaching light work. Now, the Starlight Work Circle aims to teach light work from the very, very basics. And it could be that you far advance anything that I teach in the very basics. But sometimes there are gaps in our knowledge, and that's what the Starlight Work Circle is all about. I never forget you light workers and starseeds and your needs as well. So I do try as much as possible to teach the more advanced levels of light work and ascension as well. So if you're watching any of my videos and you feel that I'm just covering the basics, stick with it. I do get on to the more advanced levels as I move forward. Now, as a light worker, you probably already know what the Great Awakening is. If you don't, please go and visit video 2 in this series of 6 videos where I explain it. Most light workers, however, knew that the Great Awakening was coming, and that's why we have come to this planet at this particular time. Some light workers are coming from other dimensions, some light workers are coming from other planets, starseeds as they're called, as we are called, and some have been here for very long periods of time. Now, I personally am not per se a starseed. I have had previous lives on other planets as a non-human entity, but I've been on this planet for quite a long period of time, from in fact the seeding of the planet with humanity. So I may not exactly know the experience of a starseed if you're coming from a different planet or a different dimension and this is your first incarnation. But what I do know about is surviving the contrast and how difficult and problematic that can be, and that is one of the things I can help you with. And one of these issues is light workers can often feel very different and very disconnected from the people around them. And this is not always a bad thing, is it? We are different and we will feel different. However, this can be very, very lonely. And one of my aims is to create a supportive, nurturing community of light workers to help support us and move us forward in our journey. And it really is all hands on deck at this particular moment in time, isn't it? Now, as I always say, I never aim to tell light workers or anybody what to do or what to think or what to believe. I know how annoying that is when people try to tell me what I should be thinking or feeling or doing. I would never do that. I find it one of the most annoying things in the world. I know that you get your direction directly from spirit, and that's exactly how it should be. However, like I say, I do understand the contrast, and I know sometimes we can get disconnected or we can lose our way, and that's what I'm here to do, is to help you fill any gaps in your knowledge or understanding, or help you get back on your path should you lose your way, or help you get on your path if you're not sure exactly where your path is or where it's leading to. Now, depending on your mission, it could be that you need to keep your energy and your vibration as high as possible, which will mean that you have to avoid all low vibrational information, including obviously the mainstream media. Obviously, I can't tell you what to do. I don't know your path, although I would be interested in knowing more about your path. So if you would like to leave a comment and let me know more about you and why you came here and what it is you want to learn, or where it is you've got lost or not lost, please leave a comment. I'd be very interested to hear more about that. Obviously, this is a very important time for all of us, and obviously this is a very important time for the earth right now, and it's really important that we get on track and we stay on track and we stick together as we move forward. There are a lot of people out there who are confused and lost and who need our light and need our support, and if we can all support and help each other, this is going to make it much easier to achieve our aims. I've also been asked by my guides to bring up health and the importance of focusing on keeping as healthy as you possibly can. We all know how to do that: eating healthily, exercising, and of course staying as positive as we can, anchoring ourselves in the light like I've just said. Staying in the love, staying in the peace, and staying in the joy as much as possible. Also, remember our manifestations, not just for ourselves and where we need to be, but also for the global alignment and the global manifestations. See us all coming into alignment and raising global energy. Please remember, you are loved, you are supported, and there is a community out there to help with this love and support, and you'll find that here in the Lightwork circle, for one place at least. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you came. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you found it useful. I hope to see you in the next video, where I'm going to be looking at the real history of the earth, like I said, and I'm going to be starting off by looking at the beginning of the contrast and the Luciferic experiment. So thank you for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.